So, good afternoon, Mahima. How are you doing today? How is life treating to you?
Good afternoon, Swati ma'am. I'm doing great. You tell me. Thank you so much for asking. My life is going well and it's treating me well. And I'm feeling over the moon after seeing you.
Mhm. Uh, uh, Feeling is mutual, and I am also doing great. And I would like to ask your intro. I know a bit about you, but for the sake of this video, please introduce yourself.
Of course, why not?
Mhm.
So, as you know, my name is Mahima Shukla and I'm coming from Uttar Pradesh. Currently pursuing my master's in English literature. Simultaneously, I run a small YouTube channel too. So, that's a bit about me.
That's really great. And what are your hobby like? What do you do in your free time?
Okay, I can say I'm a voracious reader and a travel enthusiast. I love doing that. And nowadays, my new hobbies is I like conversing to people, like, to connect over a virtual call or a voice call. So, this is also one of my favorite hobbies.
That's lovely. Like you love reading and traveling enthusiast.
Uh-huh.
Okay, nice. Uh-huh. So, Mahima, I have jotted on some questions for you, and I would like to please answer those. Are you comfortable to answer? Because it's related to English journey
No,
only.
of course, I would be happy to answer it.
Okay, my first question is that, Mahima, when did you first feel that English was becoming easier for you?
Sorry.
Uh, I'm asking, like, when did you first feel
Hmm?
that English was becoming easier for you?
English is becoming easier for me. That's your question?
Yes, when you first feel. When did you first feel?
Okay.
Hmm.
I can say it was not a long back ago. Like recently, I have felt it because, as you already know, I started my journey as a beginner, right? So of
Right.
course, like when you are a beginner, so you can't feel it. English is easy for you, so it requires some
Hmm.
time with some practice, and once you start getting confidence. Like take example, if you are speaking with one person, right, and the person is
Hmm.
very maybe beginner, okay, and
Okay.
so you feel like if you speak front of beginner, so you feel like you are superior than that person, right? But if you
Right.
start speaking multiple peoples and in a multiple platforms, then you get to know your like level where you are standing at, correct? So this is
Hmm.
something
Right.
I've been exploring for a while, and
Hmm.
now if I converse with people, so I feel like okay, it's not that hard for me to
Hmm.
interact with them no matter what level they are at,
Right.
and I feel okay, this is something like a
Hmm.
conversation I have to do, so it's become easier for me recently, I would say.
Hmm. That's nice. And people are like putting some thumbnail on their YouTube that you can learn English within a month, within a 3 month. So, according to your perspective, can someone can learn within a month or within 3 months to learn this language and can speak fluently also with confidence? So, what is your perspective on that?
Mhm. Very beautiful question you have asked, Swadiji, I would say. Because this
Mm.
morning itself, I was having a conversation with trainer regarding the
Mm.
same topic. Like, is
Okay.
anybody can learn English within a 3 month? So what
Mm.
she said, like being a trainer, she has a idea, right? She said, see, learning, if you are a beginner and you are expecting to become fluent in 3 months, practically is
Okay.
not possible at all, right?
Mm.
You can
Right.
improve your English, right? You can definitely see some changes if you dedicate 3 months for your practice, right? If you're dedicating all your time, energy to just learn this language, you can definitely see some results, good results, of course. But when it's come to a become a fluent, right? You have expectation like you want to speak like a fluent and you want to be a eloquent speaker. For that, honestly, it's not possible, right? So it depends on your level, what level you are at. If you're already a um, like intermediate student or advanced speaker, so for them it might be possible to reach there because they just there for a polishing their English, right? If they start
Mm.
spending some time, so it become very easier for them to converse or become fluent. But
Mm.
if we talk about the majority of people who are learning this language, they are a beginner or intermediate or below that, so it's not
Mm.
possible.
Yes, I totally agree with you that those person who are very beginner, they can't like fluent within a 3 months, but they can improve their English like within a 3 months, like what type of hard works they are putting in their journey of speaking English. So I agree with you that. So my first, another question is that, like Mahima, there are so many people, they can understand English well when they watch video or podcast, maybe watch movie. They can easily understand, but why they are not able to speak the language? They feel hesitant while speaking. So, what was the reason, or what is the reason behind that?
It's a very simple answer here, okay?
Mm,
As you're talking about when they start watching a web series or movie, English show, they understand, right? Why they
mm,
understand? Because they are investing some time in that. They are listening carefully, attentively, right? So that is the only reason they understand that English. Same goes with speaking. Until and
mm,
unless you speak, how you would supposed to, speak fluent or speak confidently, right? So for that you have to speak, open your mouth, start conversing, start talking, and you will see the
yes.
result. There is no other way, right? While listening,
Mm,
if someone feel while reading or writing, it can help us, of course, no doubt, because this is the foundation of, like, to learn properly. LSRW, often people say, right? But
mm,
most importantly, I would say listening and speaking play a major role here. So, like, whoever just planning to start their, English journey, so first what they have to do, they have to start listening. And once they start listening, simultaneously they can start speaking. I'm not saying to go and start speaking to stranger, no. They can
mm,
start, like, do self talk, like a mirror practice and video recording. So these are the things which we can do.
mhm. Right, right. And do you remember a moment when you felt proud of your English?
um, of course, I have felt it,
Mm,
and I have feel it, because why? I was started like a beginner, completely beginner, right? Where I couldn't frame a proper sentence. So for me, speaking like that, it's a big dream. Honestly, I'm telling you. Now I maybe don't value it because I want to go further, correct? But if
mm,
I simply, sit and look into the past, what I wanted only to speak in English. That's all, right? So that's what I'm telling you. Now, as I can speak, I can converse with people, and when I speak with others, so they praise me. You are speaking
mm,
fluent, or you are speaking good English. How did you learn it, right? So of course,
right.
you start feeling proud about yourself, because it's not like something we uh,
Mm,
bought it from somewhere. No, we have done a lot of hard work, right? Whatever you are speaking,
right.
Swatiji, today, just because of your hard work, your regular practice, your
Mm,
consistency, right? So the same
mhm,
goes with every learner, and we should
mhm,
feel proud, of course. It's not like
mhm.
because of others are saying, because you have observed your own progress, right? You have a record of your own progress. How did you start, and where are you standing at? So this is important.
Yes. And when you start speaking with someone, it takes a lot of courage, confidence while having this type of session also. Because as you know that we all are learning this language and level up our English. So yes, it takes like your courage and confidence while, having speaking face to face people like. So yes. So how important is making mistake in the learning process of speaking English according to you?
How important making mistakes in
Yes.
learning? Okay.
Hmm.
I can say mistakes are the part of learning, right? We all know, right? If you are
Mm-hmm.
making mistakes, it means you are in process, and if you're not making mistakes, it means you haven't tried it. Correct? So it's a good thing to make mistakes, but
Mm-hmm.
what we can do, instead of repeating that mistake again and again in your speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should focus on the things where we are lacking, and we have got a feedback about that thing from others, right? Take example, if you're talking to trainer, right, and they
Right.
might tell you, Swatiji, you here you have made mistakes. Instead of working on that, you just, keep moving. Okay, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you get the feedback, constructive feedback, start focus on that thing, and we should improve that area. This is the only way of. But if
Mm-hmm.
you are holding yourself, because if you open your mouth, you are gonna make mistakes. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is wrong thing, right? You have to speak. Until and unless you speak, how other can find your mistake, and how even yourself, like, not going to analyze where this area, where which area I'm lacking at. So it's important
Mm-hmm.
to make mistake. It's the part of journey.
Yes, yes. And your English is so well when you speak, so you also speak so fluently. So, what type of the practices nowadays you are including in your day to day to level up your English?
Mhm. Thank you so much for your compliment. Okay, and you were
Yeah.
speaking well too. So when it's come to what kind of practice I'm doing nowadays, I do everything. Like earlier, I was not into a writing, but recently I have started like writing as well. So
Mhm.
like I read books and I do my speaking practice, of course, like in here in one to one that kind of conversation. Sometimes if I don't have any video session, then I go and use a voice call as well. And then
Mhm.
as I mentioned, that listening to podcast or conversation videos up to you, where you have interest, you can listen. And
Mhm.
then writing, you can start writing. It can be anything. It's a story, journaling, and about
Mhm.
any topic. So these are the things I'm doing.
Okay, that's nice. And this writing practice, did you ever try it before? Like you inculcate this habit maybe recently, or you also tried before that also writing practice?
I can say, yeah, I tried many times. I would say like 7 to 8 times I tried to inculcate this habit of writing, but I couldn't last more than a 7 days, I would tell you. But this
Oh.
time I have been doing almost, it's been a 2 months. Yeah, it's been a 2 months already. Yeah, I've been doing it and I'm just want to continue this habit.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. So, what do you mostly write? Your day-to-day life, or you write something else, whatever you read, or whatever you are observing, or whatever you watch, maybe?
Mhm. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I started my writing journey with journaling simple, but nowadays if I feel like there's a topic which hits, in my mind, like about politics and about technology, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I write a story, sometimes I just write my simple daily routine, what I have done, and anything, whatever comes in my way, I just write it down.
Okay, that's nice. And you also a very avid reader. So, what type of the books or which genre you like the most?
I like fictions. Don't know why. Like I started my journey with only self-help books, but nowadays I am more into fictions.
Okay, nice. So, is there any particular book that you like the most, and you can also recommend the other person so they can also try?
Oh my god! Like there are many books I would say. Like if I have to give recommendation nowadays, I'm reading this one, like How to Stop Overthinking Forever. Like
Mm-hmm.
Ritik Singh is like a author, so you can read it. Like it's a pretty simple and good one. You can relate with your
Mm-hmm.
real life, right? There are a lot
Mm-hmm.
of illusion we have regarding people, regarding a life, which is in reality is not even true. So if you feel like, so you can read it. It's just recently have started. It's been a 4 days already. Half of the book I have completed. So I'll share my review. But yeah, other than that, if you ask me, so Ikigai is like a, of course, it's non-fiction book, but I love it, and I would recommend to
Mm-hmm.
everyone to read it. And
Mm-hmm.
Life Amazing Secrets is also again non-fiction book. And when it's come to
Okay.
fiction, so there's a Sudha Murthy, like it's the best author, Sudha Murthy ma'am books, like A Dollar Bohu, one of
Mm-hmm.
the good book I have read so far. 3,000
Mm-hmm.
Stitches and How to Be Left Perfect. There's a recently I bought couple of books. I don't know those book names, but I will tell you if you want. Definitely, I can suggest to you.
Mm-hmm. That's really great. And when did you like? When do you usually read the books? In the morning, afternoon, or in the evening? Or when you get the time, you start reading?
Uh, okay, my preference definitely is morning. And when
Mm-hmm.
I don't get time, then I read sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes at nights as well.
Mm-hmm. So, how many days you complete one book?
It depends actually, it depends
Okay.
like of course like a genre, which genre I'm reading it. If I'm into fiction, so I try to read, I can say one chapter or at least 10 to 12 chapters in a day. But when it's come to a
Mm-hmm.
self-help books or some kind of psychology and all, then it takes some time to complete that book. So definitely it just up
Mm-hmm.
to the book. If you have a good
Mm-hmm.
book at in your hands, then you try to finish as soon as possible. But again, if you pick
Mm-hmm.
some kind of boring book and you are just try to finish because you already have started, so it requires some time.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And how much time you devoted to read a book in a day, like 30 minutes, 1 hours?
No, oh my God, no, 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 not at all.
Mhm.
Like maximum 30 minutes.
Okay, that's nice.
Speaking,
Uh-huh.
I just give much more time compared to other activities. Speaking, I give at least I would say 1.5 hours.
Mhm.
I just do speaking practice.
Okay, nice. And you said that you are also traveling enthusiast. And which place you like the most while traveling? Is there any particular place that you like the most and you want to visit again that place?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Revisit the place where I want to revisit.
mm,
I love hilly areas, beaches as well. And if you ask me where would I like to visit again, so let me think.
mhm.
Mhm. Of course, in Mumbai there is a place Lonavala and
Okay.
Mahabaleshwar. These are the
Mm.
best places.
Okay, nice. And did you ever travel like abroad?
Oh no, 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 no! It still is my dream.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, is there any particular like country that you want to visit first if you get a chance?
Mm, of course, there are many countries,
Mm,
but among that, if I have to choose one, um,
mm,
then I can say UK because I have seen already many acquaintances of mine who lives in UK. Okay, and whenever they share their post and picture, right? So it's very fascinating, like
mm,
those views. So that is the reason I'm saying first I would
mm,
love to visit UK.
mhm. So, do you love traveling alone or with company, with your friends or families?
Of course, I need company actually. I need a company where it can be
Mm,
friends or family, anyone.
mm,
I don't mind, but alone, no. How anyone can
yeah.
enjoy alone actually? But I want to try just for to get experience because often people say,
Mhm,
"Have you tried solo travel or not?" So I simply
mm,
say no because I haven't done it. But
mhm.
I'm planning to do at least. I'm not saying like a long trip, but short, definitely I can try.
Okay, that's great. And is there any place in India that you want to visit? Uh, in India,
In
mostly.
India, Kerala. Kerala in my bucket list.
Okay.
I want to visit Kerala and then
Mm,
Tamil Nadu, where's
mm.
Rameshwaram and Kanyakumari,
Southern
Dwarka.
part.
Many,
Mm,
many, many places in my bucket list where I want to visit. But first is
mm,
Kerala.
That's great.
Yes.
And if you have any question, you can also ask because I'm asking
No, no, it's
one
okay.
more
It's
question
all
like
right.
as an interview.
No,
Hmm.
no,
Okay, I would like
I,
to ask one more questions. Like, if you get a chance, like a hypothetical, like if you get a chance to meet any celebrity, who would it be and why?
there's a one versatile lady like we all love, of course, Priyanka Chopra.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are many reasons. We can't consider all the time beauty is like everything, right? And who acts and all,
Mm-hmm.
that's a different thing. But when it's come to take as an inspiration, right? Then we all say Priyanka Chopra, the way she speaks, she's an entrepreneur and she's an author. So she's a multitasker, right? The way she responds, her aura, her vibe, everything is awesome, right? So that is the reason I would, if I had a chance, I would love to meet Priyanka Chopra.
That's great. I also love this personality, Priyanka Chopra, the
The
most.
Sane is also one of them, right?
Mhm.
And many more actually. If we
Mhm.
try to make a list of that, so there would be 100 people like whom we admire.
Any question that you can also ask.
As of now, I don't have any question because, but I would say like I would enjoy answering your questions. Seriously, it's not
Mhm.
like that. I feel like you are taking my interview, and
Okay, that's
yeah,
nice.
yes.
So, is there any like advice that you want to give those who are very, not very like a beginner, but intermediate level? They want to level up their English, but they are, stuck in the loop that they're thinking that they are not improving so much. So, which type of the activity they can include in themselves to level up their English?
If they have feel like their growth is like a stagnant, so they can do self introspection, right, where they can
Mhm.
realize what exactly they are lacking, because this is some problem, of course, if you're feeling stuck, right? So it
Mhm.
means you are not putting your 100% and analyze those things, which area are
Mhm.
you lacking it, and just start focus on that. And first and most important thing, don't wait for perfection, start your practice, start speaking from whatever the level you are
Mhm.
have today, right? And don't compare yourself, because every individual has a different journey, different path. So again,
Mhm.
it's the wrong thing, because most of the learners start comparing themselves, right, with others. Say he or she speaks very nice, but we don't know the hard work behind that, what they have done it, right, and what they are doing it.
Mhm.
So just be in your journey and enjoy it, and yeah, just try speak.
That's really wonderful advice. So, uh, if you have any question that you can ask, otherwise we can wrap up the session because I am feeling, cough
Yeah,
again and again.
I also mentioned that I don't know you can feel it or not. I'm trying to pretend to be very nice today, but I'm really feeling under the weather as well. And we can wind up this session right here.
Uh, so
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining me and thank you so much for having this session with me. And I truly enjoy this session with you. Thank you
it's
so much.
it's my pleasure to like have you, I would say, and it was nice speaking with you as well.